Holy. What just happened here? Alright, I'm gonna put the recording back on. We are so excited to have just like Thomas the Puzzle is joining us the story off the air about how recently his parents, right? He was did put us on our way back on, just wipes all of us back. And we're having a life. It's a great story. And we're just cops and ball and part of the Harry accident. Get ready, Josh the Cubes Beagle's gonna hear in a second. And from behind but Cole's coming in the room. I just hear I go, what the oh my god, totally what I fully expected. Kobe have a blood to his pants. I thought Kobe likes like, oh yeah, hold my beer, smell this. And for having him all over himself. The sound that came from that corner of the room was egregious. I also thought that it was payback. The bid that I need to stop doing is to tell us on time with you. Do you know the bed? With Kobe and I, we don't fart in the studio. But Josh's request is a polite thing to step out. So I gotta go to the stairwell. That's major curing in an accident. And I'm filming every time. Every time I need used to do, I've had to try to get Kobe as I'm 10 weeks much. It's just me in a home like that. And I sent it to Kobe. And we had to need to send him, hold on, hurry up, just gonna be serious. Second, hold on, here we are. This is me. And I send it every day. And it's a polite thing. Yeah, we have to use in some instructions like something like this. A, we just ran out of Tommy. B, we have to love you. C, Josh is here in 3 minutes. You're a man. You're right here. You are not a rock superstar. It just weird concept gonna get Will in, and we have to go make it. Yeah, change that chair. And we're engineers gonna be impossible. And I feel it has been, pleasantly realized it's just a bottle of lotion. And you can still it was so wet. It was so oh my god, it was so wet. I was about to go space to say you need to do your news from a chemical. What gives? What's going on? Josh joined us. Hi, from early pre 6 o'clock in this morning, which is the time was about to hang out and accident this band. Yeah, not today. But as he's telling the story, yeah, from Kobe's corner in the room, I hear. It's not like that's happening. It was someone else brought off, And I turned around and gave him was A, you're fired. Clear him out. B, how you can do this Josh's songs. Wait, yo. I mean, it looks like he was a ton of lotion. Oh, when you nice get catch with bottle fart. I went from the lowest to lowest, the highest to highest. You took me on a ride. My heart still pumps. This person can't breathe.
Coming up next is Josh Spiegel News from the Rice Law News Desk. Injured in an accident? For the best advice, call Rice. RiceLawMD.com.
Damn it! God. Fine, I'll tell it.
The Maryland State Lottery is bringing us Josh Spiegel's news. Play the big spin, scratch-offs in the Maryland Lottery. You can win up to $50,000 instantly or a chance to spin the big wheel for $50,000 to $250,000. Please play responsibly. Tony Thorpe.
A couple of accidents on 95 pretty close to one another in Baltimore City. 95 northbound. Yeah, that's how close they are. 95 North at Hanover Street, there's some debris that's in the roadway. They're off to the left side of the road. And then on 95 North near Key Highway, looks like a minor fender bender off to the right shoulder. So just a little bit close apart. Traffic slows a bit as you head down toward the tunnel area. Meantime, no issues around the Baltimore Beltway. Traffic's running smoothly so far. Down on 295, it's southbound just prior to Nursery Road. There's an accident on 795 heading south out of Reisterstown this morning. A little bit south of the Franklin Boulevard exit. Looks like it's off to the shoulder area, but traffic does slow a bit. Once you get past it, you're back up to speed, making your way down toward that northwest corner of the Beltway. Off and on delays continue on the outer loop of the Beltway between 795 and Security Boulevard as you try to get down toward Woodlawn. Now, right off the Beltway on Route 40 at Winters Lane, there's a serious accident there, and that's impacting your exit from the Beltway to Baltimore National Pike. And there is a crash in the city on Lafayette Avenue at Mount
south of Royal Avenue.
Let's take a look at traffic. It's been pretty busy, especially on the top of the Beltway. On the outer loop, still jammed up between Bel Air Road and Loch Raven Boulevard. Still trying to recover a vehicle, apparently, off the roadway near Loch Raven, and so traffic continues to slow through that stretch. Outer loop still slow from 795 all the way down to Security Boulevard. There's an accident on 29 southbound near Ellicott City, a little bit past Route 40 prior to you getting to Route 100. Still jammed up on both 895 and 95, making your way south toward the tunnels, and dealing with an accident on Route 100 East at Arundel Mills Boulevard near Hanover. Still dealing with this situation. 2 vehicles involved, and delays began from well before 295, beginning really now from Route 1, Washington Boulevard, heading west on Route 100, approaching 295. This update, it is brought to you by Mattress Firm. Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep setup? Well, let Mattress Firm sleep experts guide you to the perfect bed at the Memorial Day sale. Top brands, ideal comfort, Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy. From the Clinton Electric Traffic Desk, I'm Tony Thornton on 98 Rock.
Sure, you can listen, but why not watch? Dustin Scott and Spiegel are streaming right now on Livewire via the 98 Rock app and at 98online.com.
WIYY HD1 Baltimore.
The home of Ravens football.
Orioles baseball.
Dustin Scott and Spiegel morning.
Cook and Marianne afternoons.
And all kinds of rock.
All day long.
This is 98 Rock.
Spiegel on news and comment.
Something strange going on with the speed limit in one town. That story is still all Peloton was a bunch of Virginia Chronicles on the air. From the Westland News, they have Brad's College to John Speaker. Overwhelming God, how hard it is to get a bridge built. Apparently, if you're hoping the Key Bridge will be rebuilt by 2030, you might have to wait longer. That's because the state fired the contractor in charge of construction. Phase 1 is and now that's company's doing that, but Phase 2, which is supposed to do, is supposed to say, actually, no, I'm saying 2 comes after 1. Phase 2 construction with that contractor has been cancelled. That's right, cancelled. Why? I'll tell you why. The contractor's cost estimate came up too high. Higher with the state's willing to pay, so now Maryland has to find a new contractor to continue the rebuild. Damn, so we're not going to move on to Phase 2. Phase my operation. If we're not like at the Phase 2, we're not going to see this bridge before 2040, right? We're not going to see everyone will call me crying the same way it's called. I got pregnant by the time you can still have a ribbon coming. It's going to be a pull on board. It's not going to melt. It's going to be a hover car. But it takes we're going to take an air taxi from one side to the other, and just like drones. Still, the same will put Earthly population of something. It's going to be bridge will be outdated. I lost my faith. Yeah, and that's just what Justin was going to be calling it. You have to send it or something like that. This will be built on time. It's me being on a hover like that, something like, but also in a raring. And the bridges will be outdated or something like a built. Bridges will be outdated like a new steel when their construction is unable to use the same one as the Francis Scott Key Bridge is in 1977. So they're going to do it in the future so they can make it in the future. By the time, right between 2030 and 2040, so the reason why they kept, because of the fire of the contractors, they charged for construction. They was under a company was Phase 2 was construction was, and then company was canceled, and they were not going to see the Phase 2, and we'll see the bridge outdated in the future. And we'll see the bridge on the side by side on Baltimore City on Francis Scott Key Bridge because the bridge was collapsed by the lost power of boat. There was a cargo ship that sucked into the lost power and struck into the boat. Oh my god, it was a biggest, massive carbon ship. It was crushed into this one of the metal bars and it collapsed. Oh my god. It was It was the first Scott Key bridge, and 6 men were died on this while they're working on a bridge on this. I know why they make it on the bridge, and someday they can do this on the way I am. They were canceled on him. They put it on Fort Hempstead Road. Fort Hempstead Road is a native rock. Oh my God.